So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. So, today we will discuss about the social reconstructionism and postmodern philosophy. I am Glyda Lozano Sibilio, Biblia, and now I'm going to discuss about the social reconstructionism. So, first, let's define what is social reconstructionism. So, social reconstructionism, it is an educational philosophy focused on using education to address social problems and actively works towards creating a better and more just society. It is also based on the idea that education shouldn't just pass an existing cultural and knowledge. It also should be used to critique and reform that culture. So, education as a tool for a social change, the primary purpose of schooling is to prepare the students to be agents of change in their communities and also in the world. Focus on the real world problems. Learning centered is addressing major social issues like poverty and inequality rather than just an abstract subjects. Encourage critical thinking and active participation. Students are taught to question their status, analyze social issues deeply, and take part in solving them. Next is emphasize on democratic ideas and human rights. The ultimate goal is a society built on principles of democracy, fairness, and also a universal human. A student engage in projects that address community issues. Instead of vote learning, a student might work or projects like creating a local recyclable program or advocating for a better public services. Next is emphasize on collaboration and dialogue. Learning is a shared process where the students work together and discuss issues openly to understand the different perspective. Teachers act as a facilitator and change agents. So the teacher isn't not just about our lector. They also the guide for the students. For those students, inquiry and model commitment to social justice. They help the students to develop the skills of the students to be an effective agents of change. George Counts said, or George Counts, according to George Counts, criticize schools for supporting the status and called for reform. So that means Counts argued that the schools were often too conservative and simply reproduce the inequality of our society. He believed educators must boldly lead society towards a new vision. And the next, Paul. Next is Paulo. So Paulo advocates for critical pedagogy and liberations education. So Paulo is a Brazilian educator. So he focused on teaching the opposed to critically examine their situation and take action to liberate themselves. His approach, known as a critical pedagogy, reject the backing model of education where teachers deposit information into a passive students in favor of a problem posing and dialogical approach. So, in short, social reconstructionism sees the school as a mini society and laboratory of democracy where students learn by actively working to improve the world around them. That is social reconstructionism. And now, let's move on in postmodern philosophy, which is Miss Tricia Medina Jimmer will discuss about it.
Postmodern philosophy in education. A reaction against traditional philosophies and narratives. Emphasizes diversity, subjectivity, and skepticism of absolute truths. It means postmodern philosophy in education challenges traditional ideas and narratives, focusing instead on diversity, individual perspectives, and questioning absolute truths. It encourages critical thinking, multiple viewpoints, and values subjective experience in learning. Key principles of postmodern philosophy. First, multiple perspective and truths. It means emphasizes that knowledge is subjective with many valid viewpoints rather than a single objective truth. Second, challenges authority and established norms. It means question traditional power, structures, and societal norms, advocating for skepticism towards accepted beliefs. Third, focus on marginalized voices. It means highlights the importance of including voices and experiences that are often overlooked or silenced in mainstream discourse. Last, encourages critical analysis of culture and identity. It means promotes an examination of cultural narratives and personal identities, fostering a deeper understanding of their complexities and influences. Postmodernism in the classroom. Diverse learning materials from multiple cultures and viewpoints. Students are encouraged to question assumptions. Emphasis on identity, culture, and language in learning. It means postmodernism in the classroom promotes diverse learning materials from various cultures, encouraging students to question assumptions and challenge established narratives. It emphasizes the importance of identity, culture, and language in shaping learning experiences, fostering a more inclusive and critical educational environment. Criticism and challenges. First, social reconstructionism may become too political or ideological. It means highlights its potential to become overly political or ideological, which may detract from educational goals. Second, postmodernism can lead to relativism or lack of clear direction. It means faces challenges as well, particularly the risk of fostering relativism where all viewpoints are seen as equally valid, potentially leading to a lack of clear direction in learning. In conclusion, both philosophies challenge the status quo. They aim to make education more inclusive, socially aware, and transformative. Understanding this helps educators foster critical, conscious learners.